In today's video, we are going to clean out this here eBay storage area. I'll give you a tour of the mess first, and then I'll take you along as I sort, organize, categorize, and just get this a little bit more streamlined. All right, here's what we're going to tackle today. This is my primary eBay storage space. And if it looks a little bit disastrous, that's because it kind of is. I mean, there's an order to it all, but there's a lot of things that are not exactly in the right place. And some of these bins have things, let's say categories, a little too mixed for my liking. So we are going to make some sense of all of this. The end goal being to make it a lot easier to find what I'm looking for when something sells. The first category I want to tackle today is footwear. I was going to say shoes, but there's boots and other things too. I have several bins with footwear in them, and they're not perfectly organized by, I'll say, broad category. I want men's footwear separate from women's, separate from kids. And beyond that, I would like boots separate from shoes, summer sandals separate from ankle boots, as much as possible. So that's what we're going to aim to do first. Boots, men's boots, men's shoes, women's sneakers. Then I have women's sport sandals and flip-flops, more summery, Merrell, sort of hiking comfy flip-flops, those sorts of things. And then women's, let's call it more dressy sandals, like leather sandals and things. That's where we're at. So we're going to keep going through a few more bins and see if we can get everything fit into these categories. I still have a pile that I will have to deal with for women's dress shoes, and I have a second tote started for women's sneakers. So we'll see how it all lands, but so far I'm really happy having these categories. Shoes, but I did find a few. So we're going to see how much we have and then decide what kind of container to put them in. Little rubber boots, some cute cactus Converse. Oh, these are a pair of leather Justin Roper boots, Western, in a kid size, purple. Very cute. That's one box. Toss that aside. Oh, these are women's boots. I thought I had all the men's and women's done. Some sneakers, some Keens, a little pair of, what are these, Nikes? I don't think these are kids either. Set those aside. Some other funky sneakers. What are these? Nike Air. I don't think these are kids. Golf, probably not. Okay. These are some Disney, whatever character, sandals. Crocs, size, what? We're gonna throw them in there regardless. Puma soccer cleats. Some little Bionic Beach. These might be women's. I gotta check the size. And these Converse sneakers. I'm sorry, not Converse. Crocs sneakers. Have you ever seen such a thing? What size are we? Oh, women's 11. What? Clearly not kids. Okay, so one little bucket of kids and a few more adult things to deal with. Next up, I'm gonna dig in here because I feel like there's a lot of wasted space that could better be used with all those totes, those clear totes that I bought, to stack them probably 3 high. So we're gonna move a lot of the breakables from here into the cabinet. So here's what these shelves are looking like. All the glass, china, breakables are taken off these shelves. So now I can redistribute stuff, organize it better, and have room for more bulky things. And this is where it's moved to. So I can close the doors, keep this all dust-free, safe. Nothing is stacked too high. Of course, I'll have to be careful reaching in. And I put this clear tote in the bottom for all sorts of small, little, miscellaneous breakables, because I just put a few things on top that'll be easy to pull off if I need to get into that bin. So we'll see how this works. I have to share some great news. In the midst of all this organizing, I am starting to go through some of the bins that I had set up before, like this one right here, for example. And let me show you what I found. In this particular stack of bins, most of them were wallets. There was one with some cutlery and silverware, and little did I know, there was actually this bin of children's shoes, and right on top is this little pair of Disney Frozen Anna boots that I sold on eBay 2 days ago and have been looking for, and actually told the buyer that I couldn't find them. She said if I didn't mind to keep looking, and I, of course, certainly agreed to do that. And here they are. I am so relieved. I've never had that happen on eBay where I couldn't find something. And boy, was I happy to find these little cuties right on the top of this, obviously, children's shoe bin. So I have a few more children's shoes than I even knew I had, including the ones I was looking for. Hooray! Well, my phone battery died, so I couldn't film everything I was doing, and I really just wanted to keep going. But I'm going to give you a tour of everything that I achieved today. Okay, do we remember what it looked like before? Well, let's stand back and just admire the organization. Woohoo! Couldn't even almost walk through here before. So let me walk you through what I've done. Starting with my storage closet. So you saw me working through some of this, and now you can see I've got all kinds of bins in here. So I feel like I'm making a lot better use of all the space. So for example, we've got items for entertaining, some flasks. We've got different baking implements, a whole bin full of salt and pepper shakers. Yes, I've made good money on salt and pepper shakers. Some mid-century modern serving pieces, a bin of Christmas, this and that. We've got some wood, mainly home decor items that are kind of big and bulky. Then you can see 2 totes full of candle holders and anything candle related, a couple of brass pieces. You've got some bigger items here, and all the water bottles, but organized so I can find one when it, and if it sells. Then those, that silver tea set I have to find a spot for, but for now it's there. And then you can see I've labeled the boxes too. So I have a whole box of cosmetic and makeup bags. We've got art and decor, so framed pieces, original art. We have kitchen utensils, flatware, all kinds of things. And then the 4, hello, Santa and Mrs. Santa. Don't know why those didn't sell this year. Maybe I had them priced too high. And then the 4 totes in front of the 3 boxes in behind and other boxes are full of wallets. Anyway, there is a lot in that closet, but I should be able to find everything. Then we move over here. So this is the top shelf of my tote storage unit that was actually built for the black and yellow totes you're seeing there. But for now, I've organized a lot of them on top. So you can see we have a bin of hats. We have a bin of linens, stuffed toys, and yes, there's Bert. There's part of Ernie's arm in that tote there. The ones that are not labeled are handbags because I have not gone through them. Belts, I'm going to go through that one at some point and split them into brown and black and colored because it's chock full, that box. Lot to dig through if you sell a small belt. More bags, more bags, more bags. We have a whole bin of miscellaneous items. Then on the bottom layer, you can see I can stack them 3 high. Unmarked, those are baby carriers. Those are more baby carriers. And that is miscellaneous home decor, like wall hangings, things like that. Then we get into all those shoes that I sorted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Actually, the bottom one is 10. So yes, 10 totes of shoes that I have now sorted into easy to find categories. And then where you see multiple tags, for example, here, it's primarily women's sandals, but there was some room left in this bin. And I had a few miscellaneous items that needed a home. So I've just specifically called them out here. So if they sell, I can find them. And then we have 2 more bins of bags, as in handbags. And behind the television, a bin of clothing and another bin of bags. So I have a couple clothing bins to go through, sort those, maybe men, women, something like that. But overall, I am thrilled. Oh, I almost forgot to show you the cabinet. So again, you saw me working here. I've got a double layer here with this little extra shelving thing. So glasses and mugs, this is all breakables, all glass, ceramics, etc. Some oil jugs, some glasses, candle holders, plates, mugs, shot glasses, hello Minnie. And more of the same down here. And on the bottom shelf, we have, I think I pointed out earlier, this clear tote full of miscellaneous, very small breakable things, and then some others. Now let's look at the other cabinet. Well, there's my roll of tape. I couldn't find it. Oh goodness. So more breakables. We've got some champagne, flutes, wine glasses, mugs, miscellaneous dishes and kitchen stuff. Some pots and pans. Again, another tote of miscellaneous breakables in the back. This duck, I have to find his mate. I only came across one today, so I suspect it's in my other storage area. One of these just needs to be glued. That's why it's out. This is my coasters and ashtray section. I think we're gonna get those into a bin at some point. These are ergonomic cushions. So 2 seat cushions and 1 foot cushion. That is a whole box of hats and a few miscellaneous other odds and ends. So isn't it so wonderful to be able to just close the doors and have all this space to walk. I tell you, I have so many bruises on my shins and my ankles from trying to walk around all the boxes that were blocking the way. And I don't actually want that to close tight. I want to keep airflow in there. So backing away, give you the bird's eye view again. I am really, really pleased with my inventory storage area. Next project is going to be this area. So stay tuned for that in another video, and we will get this one a little bit more organized as well. Whew, that was a workout, but I'm really thrilled with my progress. So here from Flippity Flipped headquarters, it's Dawn saying thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye.